Hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. I'm pretty sure you can see that the sky is looking very, very blue indeed. There is not a cloud in the sky. The sea, I promise you, when we get there, is going to be a turquoisey blue. Mr. Paul, you've probably guessed it by now. He's dressed head to toe in blue. So what does that mean? Pretty sure you know by now. All that's missing is you. So come on, get yourself on a big bird or a canoe and start paddling like crazy, because Paphos, Cyprus, Marika and me, oh yeah, we're waiting especially for you. Now, as you can see, the road has been closed. That was the road we were going to go down. It's called the Hotels Road, but we're going to have to take a diversion. As you understand, you are live with Mr. Paul. So we're going to take a wiggly waggly route, so stick with it. It could be a route that you've never been on before. So here we go, past some nice villas, by the way, and the road surface is going to get a little bit Sherlock Holmes. And if you're curious to know what Sherlock Holmes means, it means S-H-I-T if you are new to the channel. And I'd like to say a big hello to all of the guys that join us every single day. 3 or 4 new guys come on board, and we do thank you from the bottom of our 2 hearts. So let's keep on going. We're going to wiggle and we're going to waggle, and the odds are we'll do a little bit of off-roading as well, although we're not going to go down that road there because that really is off-roading and we're not really in a suitable car for it. If you're curious to know what car it is, drop it in the comments. What do you think Mr. Paul is driving today? It's Japanese, and it's not one of my favourite brands, and they've jumped into bed with a French company as well, to give the little clue to you. Not a bad car, budget car, but quite a lot of road noise coming in, and the suspension is not very good, but a very good little car, I suppose, for whizzing around the city. Anyway, drop it in the comments. Perhaps if your name is Smart in downtown Norfolk, what car do you think it is? Right, we're going to work our way through Lower Yereskirpu, and in the distance over that Nissan is the blue Mediterranean Sea, and I promise you today it's a beautiful turquoisey blue indeed. And if you are new to the channel, please get involved, drop some comments in. Most comments get replied to, especially if you're asking us a question, by the way. So if there's something that you want to know about Paphos, drop it into those comments and we'll try to give you the most honest answer that we can. If we don't know the answer, guess what? I'll go and ask someone who knows the answer, and again, we will let you know. I've lived in Paphos for 16 years. Marika's lived here for 23 years. I don't speak any Greeklish, but she does rather well. So if it's an awkward question or a difficult question that we don't know the answer to, she can ask somebody and we can get you that information. Like I say, we're in the lower Fieldy area of Yereskirpu, working our way down towards downtown Kato Paphos. And as I've said in a few videos now, if you are looking for somewhere to stay in and around Paphos, drop it in the comments, because often people are, should we say, choosing the wrong locations. They fall in love with somewhere that they've seen on the internet, and then of course when they get there, yeah, the place is lovely, but perhaps it's a little bit too far from where they wanted to be. Perhaps they wanted to be in Coral Bay, perhaps they wanted to be in downtown Kato Paphos. As we can see, there's some quad biking going on there, so one of these days, you never know, we might go for a dismount and watch these guys whizzing around on their dirt bikes. And I think there was also some buggies as well racing around. Perhaps that's something that goes on a Sunday. Yes, it is Sunday today, and you are literally live in a car with Mr. Paul, being beaten to you the following day. This is the inner ring road, by the way. We've got to go one way, which is left, and then we'll come to this roundabout at the bottom, which is the roundabout at the end of the road that was closed, if you understand me, and then we will start our ascent into downtown Kato Paphos. And you're going to get views to die for, and you're going to get to see what's going on in the main event, which of course is Kato Paphos. That's where most people want to come to when they come on their holidays to Paphos. So like I say, if it's got Kato Paphos in the address, that means you are in the Kato Paphos area. But again, that doesn't mean that you're right on the promenade. You could still be 10-15 minutes away. So drop it in the comments and I'll do my very best to give you the information that you are requiring. Let's take a left and go along a rather chopsy-mopsy road again, but of course we're going to get ourselves down to Rickos Beach and then slowly but surely head into the hotel's road and of course Kato Paphos itself. And as we can see, the roads around here are not very good, and the cars coming the other way are not helping us, because of course we're having to stick to our side of the road. Now we can pretend that we're driving in Europe and go on the other side of the road, although it's quite common in downtown Paphos, by the way, to find people coming at you on the wrong side of the road. Give them a flash of your lights, give them a gesticulation, and more often than not they wake up and put the frappe down and perhaps switch the YouTube camera off and get back to normality. Sometimes anyway. There we go. Big villas being built here, by there's a new complex here. Not sure what it's called because there's no signs up yet, but as time goes on we'll keep you informed. And of course if you are staying in one of these little villas, you are literally on probably the best beach in downtown Paphos, which of course is Rickos Beach. But again, if you are going to be on foot and you're heading into deep Kato Paphos, where all the bars and restaurants are, and the promenade and the harbour area, from here on foot is going to take you around about 30 minutes. Yeah, doesn't sound that long, does it? Remember, you've got to walk back as well, and perhaps you might want to do it twice in a day as well. And at this time of year, when most people are coming in the summer, it can be quite hot. Anyway, on a positive, this is Rickos Beach. Lots of people having a great day indeed. Lots of people sunbathing, and lots of people dripping their feet, well, they might be dripping because it's hot, but dipping their feet into the blue Mediterranean Sea. And there's a bit of a breeze going on, as you can see. All the weeds on the side of the road are blowing around like crazy. There's a little bit of dust coming up in the air off the unmade parking area, shall we say. Plenty of beach bars along here as well. We've got the Fieldy Beach Bar, the Aban Beach Bar, and the beach bar that the beach is famous for, and of course that is Rickos Beach Bar. And it's actually called Yerskipu Municipality Beach, which is a little bit of a tongue twister, and of course you've got to get your tongue round it as well. But a long time ago, a gentleman called Rickos opened the first beach bar, and his name was Rickos, and he named it Rickos Beach Bar, and from that day on this became known as Rickos Beach. So if you ask a local perhaps where the best beach is, they'll say to you Rickos Beach. Some may say Yerskipu Municipality Beach, but it's the same beach, if you understand. And just further on, in a few seconds, we will start our ascent onto the hotel's road. So of course, if you're on the furthermost hotel from the promenade area, this beach is literally on your doorstep. What's that there, Lady Andrea? A Pepsi rep. We should go in and find it and chuck it in the blue Mediterranean Sea, because I think if we talk nicely to him, he would understand that he's not selling the real thing. It's just that there probably isn't a job for him selling Coca-Cola, but he's dreaming of one day getting a job selling the real thing, because he understands in his heart that Pepsi, it's Sherlock Holmes. Anyway, back to the new guys that have joined the channel. There is a young lady, and her name is Princess Mandy, and I do thank her very much for her very kind words in reference to Mr. Paul's voice. And there are one or two people who tune in, shall we say, hopefully to hear the chocolateness or the velvetness of Mr. Paul's voice. And I do thank you very much indeed for your kindness and for constantly coming back over and over again. That's Rickos Beach Bar on the left by the little way. And then right in front of us now is the Luna Park, which is very interesting if you are Italy. Perhaps not so interesting for the biggies, but there is a cafeteria, taverna, restaurant there, so you can all sit there and have a bite to eat and sup on a pint or two, so not too bad. Let's keep going, and slowly but surely, I promise you, we are going to get onto the hotel's road, and Mr. Paul is going to name a hotel or two, especially for you. And of course, it could be one of the hotels that you guys are going to stay in when you come to downtown Kato Paphos. So you're going to get some kind of reference as to how far it is from the the promenade and the harbour area. Now, there was a lady last night called Tina. Thank you, Tina, for joining the channel, and thank you for your comments. And she was asking about the Aban Hotel. Now, the Aban Hotel is a 4-star hotel, and it's just set across the road, across this road. So it's on the wrong side of the road for the beach, but of course you've only got across the road, and then of course you are on the beach. And it's got a great pool area, it's got a lovely garden area, it's got a great reception area, it's got an indoor pool, it's got a little gym, the staff are wonderful, and from what we're told, if you are, should we say, on your breakfast or your bed and breakfast and your evening meal, everyone's told us the food is very, very good indeed. So I wouldn't have any reservations about booking into that hotel. And if you're curious to know how far it is to the promenade, it's around about 15 to 20 minutes on foot. But of course, along the way, there are plenty of restaurants, plenty of bars, and plenty of shops. So plenty of things to keep you occupied. Anyway, as I was saying, 1 or 2 hotels along the way. Asamina Suites, 5-star resort there on the left-hand side. If your name's Lady Lubika, that's got a little place in her heart. That's the Aquamari Hotel. If you're from downtown in Bolton and your name is Sir Andy, and of course there's a girl in your life called Lady Sarah, well, they said it was a great, great hotel indeed. And of course they're coming back again in October. Hotels galore around here, by the way. So again, drop in the comments which hotel are you thinking about staying in, and of course Mr. Paul will give you his opinion and tell you if he thinks it's the right hotel for you. Don't forget to drop in that comment what you're looking for, because often people only want to sit by a pool. So if that's the case, the hotel could be in the middle of nowhere. As long as it's got great food, great staff and a great view, that's all that perhaps interests you. This is the Athena Beach Hotel, by the way, on the left-hand side. One of the most popular hotels in the whole of Cyprus. People come back to it over and over again. And in fact, it's a couple quite recently. He's Lord of the Jace, and he's got a girl who likes a little bit of brightness in her life. And that's his and our girl, Lady Whitney. And of course, on his last adventure to Paphos, he proposed to his girl on the Ocean Vision. If you want to see those videos, hunt them down in the YouTube search bar. Ocean Vision, Marika and me, and up those little videos will pop, especially for you. Now, back to Tina. On the right-hand side, amongst all of these trees, the garden area is the Avanti 4-star luxury hotel. These guys are coming out of its rear entrance. If you go down there to the left, within minutes, you will be on the beach, looking out into the blue Mediterranean Sea. This area here on the right-hand side is the area known as the Triangle. Plenty of bars, plenty of restaurants and gift shops. So you haven't got to ascend into the promenade area if you only want to chill out and relax, shall we say. And then just coming up on the left-hand side here is the Asamina, I think that's how you say it, beach bar. And it's a great beach bar themed on the idea of a ship. Should we take a quick turn and go in so you know exactly what it looks like? Yeah, you fancy that? Could be that perfect little beach bar for Tina and her family when they come to Paphos. Now I would assume they'll be walking. If you're not, and you've got a car and you park it in here, make sure that you pay the fee. Otherwise, the little gumbarus who are racing around on the little mopeds are going to leave a little present for you. Yeah, and you're not going to get away with it even if you go into the airport, because it appears on the register straight away. So you've literally got 25 to 30 minutes before that ticket's going to register to your registration number. It's all gone electronic. So unless you're getting that big bird literally, you've got to pay the ticket. And of course, it will be deducted from your credit card and the hire car company. So, could be a great beach bar. And again, it's got one of the best beaches, pure sand, and of course great service, and a bit pricey, don't get me wrong, but of course it is literally right on the blue Mediterranean Sea. Amarvi Hotel, 5-star luxury hotel, doesn't need much of introduction. It really is a spectacality of a hotel indeed. If you don't believe us, go and ask Lady Rachel, and of course the Cheshire Cat grinning man, Sir Jace. They've been there twice, and guess what? They're going to be coming back again. The next door to that is the Alexander the Great Hotel. There's Alex on Stavros, riding it like crazy, because he knows that some of his girls are coming back very, very soon indeed. The girl in charge of the show, big shout out to her in downtown Hartlepool, our day man. Of course, Lady Ness and her man, her hero, of course, Lord Andy from downtown Shropshire. They'll be there soon, and the list goes on and on. And we've got a feeling that there's a Baroness and a Baron in downtown Wellingborough. Yeah. Oh, so sweet Caroline, and of course Lord Nigel of the big guns. He's a Baron, I forgot. Got to get my tongue around these things, haven't I? They're coming back as well, and they all stay at the Alexander the Great. The last hotel on the block is this one, the Annabelle, on the left hand side. If your name's King Harold and Queen Patricia, yeah, that's where they'll be staying in September, and hopefully they'll come and join us at the King's Restaurant right at the start of the downtown Kato Paphos harbour. For those of you who follow the channel, you may have noticed that pretty much all of the pavements, roadworks and all those kinds of bits and bobs are all done, and Paphos is waiting for your next adventure. If you're new to the channel and you are curious to know about Paphos, it's had a massive rejuvenation over the last few years, and now I think it is up there with all the other resorts in the world. All you've got to do is look on that internet, find yourself that perfect place, get on that big bird and jet into downtown Paphos. If you like what you see, smash that like, smash that subscribe, and please don't forget to keep on coming back for that little bit more of my complete and utter madness as I take you on my travels in and around Paphos. And of course, if there's somewhere that you would like me to go, drop it into the comments, and you never know, that little video may be coming very, very soon indeed, especially for you. If you'd like to keep the channel afloat, there are a few ways to do it. You can either help us out by the comment section on YouTube by hitting the super thanks button. I'd like to say a big thank you to a man in downtown Cornwall. He's a Duke, he's got a girl in his life, and she is a Duchess. So if your name is Duke Phil, Duchess Sharon, thank you very, very much indeed for the £10 that you gifted us via the super thanks. And I'd also like to say a big thank you for being a superstar member on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. That's the other way, by the way. Google these magic words, Marika and me, buy me a coffee, and of course you can read a comment or two, and then perhaps gift us that virtual coffee as a thank you. You can also join us as a superstar member, starting off at only €10 a month. I'd like to say a big thank you to Baron Von Cigar and his girl, Lady Victoria. We're missing you like crazy and looking forward to smoking a big boy cigar in the King's Restaurant, which is coming up on the left hand side right now, very, very soon indeed. I'm going to take you to the rear of the harbour restaurants, and this is a totally free of charge car park. There was a lady in the comments only yesterday that asked, when I parked in the main harbour car park, do I have to pay? No, the main car park is free, and this car park to the rear in the harbour is free as well. There's legalities going on as we speak, but we're not going to go into that. But the land was gifted to the municipality under the understanding that it would be free for people to access and to park. So currently it is free of charge. You can park there for 10 minutes, you can park there for 20 minutes, you can park there all day, and you can park there all day for the rest of your life. We're going to finish with the spectacality of a view indeed. This is the brand new sunset viewing point, and of course that is a view out into the blue Mediterranean Sea. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you will join me again very, very soon indeed. It's time to light the big boy cigar. Life's good. All that's missing is you and a hot latte. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again very, very soon indeed. Imagine yourself on that boat. That is the super glass bottom jumbo boat, by the way. If you are a biggie, €15. If you're a littly, €5. 90 minutes of action-packed fun. Glass bottom, as its name suggests. They do a bit of swimming. You can get soft and light refreshments on board, and quite worth it, I think. Especially when it's only €15 for a biggie and €5 for a littly. That's it. We'll see you again very, very soon indeed.